So when I decided I was going to go to college, first of all, I was a homebody. I didn't really not want to go to college. So my parents, everybody's saying, what are you going to do? And I just thought about it, and I like to do so many things, I can't narrow it down. I think I'm just going to start. I'm going to go to a small college. I went to St. Paul's College, Concordia, Missouri. Just try it, maybe liberal arts, see what I want to do. So I was not even there a couple weeks, and I had friends who were like, are you going to be a teacher? So I thought, you know what, if I'm a teacher, I can do all those things I love to do at the same time, and then I don't have to choose one.
This year, our Educator of the Year is Mrs. Natalie Reynolds.
So I grew up in a very small town, and it was a 2-room school that I went to. My dad was a pastor, and those teachers, there were just 2, and those teachers were very inspiring to me. They were another friend. They were my hero. I teach art and music. I have for the last 10 years at Lutheran South Unity School. I've taught a longer time. I used to teach kindergarten. That was like my favorite class. But now I'm doing all the grades. I do K through 8. I get to do what I love, which is music primarily, and art goes right along with it. It was approached, hey, do you want to do just music and maybe throw in some art there? I just thought, okay, I don't have an art degree, but I could do this. I love it. And so I figured out how to tie the two together, and I felt like that was then my niche. That was what I was called to do. And it took time. It didn't start that way. It was something that I was able to develop. And it helped that I had leaders and principals and people that I worked with that saw that in me and encouraged that in me. And having a mentor teacher, having somebody who's been there, you can go to and ask for advice. How would you do this? Utilize them. Don't be an island. Make sure you reach out to them. The key, I think, to longevity, to be sticking with it, is to embrace that change. Because there's been change that has happened over time, from curriculum to how you teach to who you teach. That you embrace that, you look at ways to change. You have to look for ways to make it exciting. It helps yourself, and it helps your teaching. And what you do with your students. Look for opportunities. If it's school, if it's college, if it's taking a class, if it's observing another teacher, how can I make myself more exciting? How can I make it more exciting for the kids? Because when you get down to it, when you get to the bottom line, what is the most important thing in your life? The one thing that you can hold on to is your faith. And you can share that with kids. Even those memory verses come back. You can bring it into anything. Or what would Jesus do in this situation? Or how about this song? And that personal time is really important, to be in the Word. But something that you learn is whatever you're teaching, you have to learn it first. And so if you're studying the Word, then you're going to be able to share that. It's just going to come out of you because you know it. Be encouraged by being in the Word, and be around people who will encourage you. Don't just talk about the negative. Look at the positive that you're doing in a student's life. Find one positive in the day. So the thing that brings me joy, I think, the most is standing in front of those kids and singing and hearing them sing back to you. It's like, this is what I was born to do. Thank you, God, this is what I was born to do. I love that. And just getting kids to get it, whether it's faith, whether it's explaining a song, a hymn, whether it's here's how you do art. You don't see that seed that you've planted. You don't see that, that what God has developed in them, and they come back and they have been changed by maybe one little thing that you did in your class.